E-learning with NUT Endomorder Science School, Mina.
Hi guys, you're all welcome to class again. Yes, it's been a while. Yeah, I've missed you guys, and it's a pleasure having this class with you today. So, yeah, having you guys today. That's year 10 microfarad, and our subject is ENG 401. So put down the subject for this class, the date, okay, today's date, and I'm glad to be your tutor for today. I remain teacher Joan Abdullahi. Alright, so what do we have for today? What are we up to? Yeah, so this is it. Let's brainstorm a little, right? Yeah, okay, these are the questions I need us to reason here. What do you think makes every language differ from the other? What makes every language differ from the other? You're trying to think, right? You have the Igbo, the Yoruba, the Hausa, varieties, but we don't say things the same way. Yeah, some things actually varies, right? So what's the major thing you think, okay, makes this person's language differ from the other person's language? And what is it you see, or when someone speaks, what do you hear that makes you understand, oh, this person is speaking Yoruba, that person is speaking Igbo, this person seems like to be speaking Efik or stuff like that? Let's get to think quickly. Okay, yeah. Then afterwards, there's another one. What can make a particular language to stop existing? Like you just wake up today and discover that a language such as Igala does not exist anymore. Why? What could have prompted that? Like, are we trying to think? Yes. Probably, yeah, like for some of you now. Alright, I will not give you a link to that. And that will link us to the last question for today, which is, how well can you speak your native language? Yes, if you are Nupe, if you are Hausa, if you are Kanuri, if you are Efik, if you speak Efik, if you are Igala by tribe, how well can you speak? How many words, how many vocabularies do you have? Can you speak well? Oh, someone is laughing. Can you just in your language put down 50 vocabularies you know? How many of you can do that? You see what we are talking about? Yes, language can only function well when you have a good knowledge of words in that particular language. So once the words goes into, like, you don't know a lot of words, your vocabularies are lost in a particular language, then you are losing the language already, because if you don't have the words, what will you speak? And if this continues, let's assume you don't even know much words in your native language. Probably you are just struggling to speak, okay? So what are you going to teach your children? So it has gone into extinction, you see? Yeah, it will be gradually fading out. Now, that is that. So you see, we need to learn a lot of words, and every language deals with words. words, words, different forms of pronunciation, and all of that give birth to a lot of vocabulary in every language, and that is same as English language. So why do I have to relate this to your native language? It's just for you to understand that whatever applies in English language also applies to your native language. Okay, so let's go into what we have for today. So today we are going to be studying grammatical structure. Now, even if you know how to speak very well in your dialect and you don't know how to put them right, you discover you are speaking blunder. For example, you want to say in English words like you have boy, you have going, you have coming. Let's assume you are just learning how to speak English and you say coming a boy is, coming a boy is. So it sounds awkward, right? Because it's not grammatically what arranged. The words are displaced, they are not pulled in together, like they are not following the rules. That is the way it ought to be. The same way in Hausa, if I'm learning how to speak Hausa and I have variety of words and I want to, put them together, if I don't know how to follow the rules, I'll end up speaking blunder. You know what I'm talking about. So now, the same thing applies to what? English language. Some people speak Hausa or any other language and you try to laugh at them. Why? Because they didn't put it correctly. Now the same rules applies to what? English language. It's not enough for us to have these vocabularies, but we need to study the rules. How did it even come about? What is even grammar in the first place? What is structure? What are we talking about? What do we need to know? So all of this we are going to be unraveling in this class today. As a way of introduction, I want to say that language has its existence as a result of the availability of words. Yes, I don't know if you agree with me, but let's assume we have a language today that you don't even know up to 50-20 words in that particular language. Would you know how to speak the language? Of course no, because your words are limited. So why we have a language is because of, not just about the culture or all of other things, but the words available that translate all those culture. So now, therefore, without words coming into play, in every language there will never be anything called grammar. Now, the reason why you need to study grammar is because we have a lot of words in this language, even in English language, and it is key for us to know how to construct these words accurately. Because when your words are not accurately composed, there wouldn't be communication. I won't understand what you're saying, neither will you understand what I'm saying. Do we get it now? So we need to understand, those words, how they are formed, how we use them, and all of this falls under what? Grammar. So grammar in English or in any language, even Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo, all of it has its grammatical structure. But for today we are looking at grammatical structure of English. So for us to be able to use our words accurately, we need to understand how to we need to understand grammar as a whole, and this is a lot of it's kind of bulky. In English language this aspect is very wide, but we'll see how we're going to be taking it gradually. Now, having talked about all of this, let's move on to the next step. Necessity of grammar in language. Why do we need grammar in language? Like I said to you, we need to know how to be able to put our words together. With the availability of words in a language, grammar has to come in has to come in order to prefer answers to questions below. Questions such as, what are those words we have? How are they to be used? How are they even formed? How do they function? What should come before words? What should I know about the words? And all of these questions, grammar has to answer. Quickly, let's look at this. All those questions bring the term grammar into existence, thereby making its study in every language very crucial in order to attain accuracy and communicate effectively. All this I've explained earlier. Now, what then is grammar? We've been talking about grammar all the day, so what is grammar? This is it. Grammar is a set of established rules guiding the use of words in every given language for meaningful and acceptable utterance. Like I said to you, for us to be able to communicate, the essence of language is for us to communicate, right? So of what use will it be if you are speaking and I can't understand what you are saying, neither can you understand what I'm saying? That means communication has not taken place. And if you look into it, why communication has not taken place, one of the reasons could be that I have failed in obeying the grammatical structure. For instance, I come to your house and I begin to say things like, I dey mommy come house, I shout, I see mommy, I come to house, I check mommy, of course you'll be dumbfounded. You'll be like looking at me and like, hey, is someone sick here? I think we need a doctor. Okay, now communication is not taking place because I know one or two words, but I don't even understand the rules at all. So grammatically, that's a zero. That is that. Grammar divisions. Now, what are those major aspects in grammar? Grammar is made up of two major aspects, which are lexis and structure. Lexis and structure, two major aspects, lexis and structure. What is lexis and what is structure all about? All right. Lexis. Yeah. Words we say bring about the existence of grammar, right? Meaning that grammar cannot exist without words. Okay? So lexis now is also known as lexicon. Okay, it has to do with the total number of words, vocabulary in a given language, the total number of words, total number. Now in your dictionary, a whole lot of lexicon, words after words, like millions of words. Now that is what lexis or lexicon. All right, so it has to do with words, it has to do with vocabulary, that is the total number of it. Okay, the total number of it. Every single word in a language gives birth to what? Its vocabulary. Good. Now these words have referential dictionary meaning. Now when we talk about lexicon, quickly let me make this clear. Lexicons are words that you can actually find in the dictionary. Lexicons are meaningful, functional words. They can stand alone and make meaning, or they could be used with other words to make meaning. Okay, so these are lexicons. Alright, so having talked about lexis, let's look at structure. Alright, so structure. Now, before we look at it critically, let's assume you want to talk about the structure of a building. What would you be thinking of? What would be coming to your mind? Like the structure, you have to look at the foundation, right? The bringing up of it, like laying of the blocks and the foundation and all of that, things you need. Yeah, so just in the same manner in English language, English has a structure, and once it's not well built, you find it crumbling, just like you heard me saying earlier. My words are crumbling and communication is not what's effective. So what is it we need to know about structure? Okay, this aspect responds to areas such as 1. How words are classified. Okay, in what are the classification of words. Okay, how they function, how these words are to be combined in order to gain grammatical accuracy. That is, if I need to speak well, how do I combine these words in order to communicate well, in order for you to hear me or to understand me, and in order for me to understand what you are saying. So all of this is under structure, and this is another very broad aspect in grammatical structure. So under the grammatical structure, we have some basic units. Okay, we have 5 basic units that makes up the grammatical structure, that is the English grammatical structure. And one of it is morpheme, the other words, the next phrase, the next clause, and lastly sentence. Morpheme, words, phrase, clause, and sentence. All of these. Now if you want to take a view of this deeply, you understand we are going to be talking about virtually everything in English language, because all falls under this. That's why I told you that grammar is a very broad aspect in English, in the study of English language. So for this class, we're going to be bringing it to a halt here. Okay, so in the subsequent classes, we're going to be looking at each of these units one after the other till we exhaust it. And I'm sure by the time we are done with this, you will not really have much issues dealing with grammar anymore, hopefully. Please, I need you to keep following me gradually till we are able to unravel this together. And to this point, I want to say thank you for listening. I appreciate you guys. We've missed you so much. Keep staying home and keep staying safe. All right, bye for now. Bye.